No stop. No stop. People don't stop at these stop signs, huh? I guess it's just a yield sign to pedestrians. Interesting. Okay, so you were saying what now?
If I could see your ID, or if you don't want to give me your ID, then you can just give me your first and last name and date of birth. And
Why would I give up my important information to go see my wife?
it's
We
part of.
re-register all of our visitors. She came in emergently, so we let everybody go back right away. But we register all of our visitors for the safety of all of the patients and visitors alike. It's a policy that we hold. We give everybody the
Policy. Policies for employees.
It's
Guys.
hospital. Everybody that's currently in the hospital is required to follow our policy.
It's the way that we keep everybody safe.
Alright, well I guess I'll just wait out in my car and wait for her to be finished then. How about that? Going straight to YouTube. Thanks, guys. So apparently, giving your name and date of birth tells them if you are a criminal or not. No. It's so if you commit a crime while there, they have a record of who you are. How does that help keep people safe? It doesn't. It gives them someone to pin a crime on, just in case. In other words, we'll treat you as a criminal now for later. So I ended up going outside. I called my wife and told her I wasn't coming back in and why. She was already frustrated and didn't want to do an MRI anyway. She was already diagnosed to not have had another stroke. So she told me she was telling them she wanted released. I begged her not to do that, but she wasn't having it. And I went back in to question these people some more, being they weren't busy at the time. I was rather frustrated, so it probably wasn't the best idea. I asked why their policy meant I would need to give up my details when they already know who I am anyway. It's all in her file. They wouldn't budge, and I became frustrated once again and turned to walk away. When I did, the security guard started saying I couldn't record the people in the waiting room, as if I was going to do that. I turned back and told him I had no intention to do so, and he accused me of already doing it when I turned away from him. I told him he was completely wrong and didn't know what he was talking about. I told him he made no sense saying I could not record others while they want my personal information. He didn't understand our rights. He said when a person gets pulled over, they have to give ID without committing a crime. And the reason he said that was because I said I haven't committed a crime, therefore I don't have to give you any identification. And so he used that as a way to say, well, people get pulled over, they don't commit crimes. And my argument was they're committing an infraction, which is a type of crime, which technically he is right. It's not necessarily a crime, it's just an infraction. So he was actually right about that. For some reason, none of this recorded, even though I was recording. And this is where the video finally takes off at. Yeah, you do. You committed an infraction.
Okay, that's not a crime. Crime and an infraction.
It's a type of crime.
Is there a specific reason why you wouldn't want us to have your name and date of birth?
It's my Fourth Amendment. Yeah.
Other than that,
Why would there need to be another reason?
You're putting a lot of effort into us just not knowing your name.
I don't even care that you know my name. The fact that you guys are asking for it is the problem. That's the problem. I'm not a patient.
That's
My wife
exactly
is.
why we need your name and date of birth.
Exactly why then? Explain it.
Because you are not a patient, and we have to keep track of everybody that comes in.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Patients get their names taken and their visitors?
Yes.
Welcome to Nazi America, right? Alright, I'm going to sit down. Howard County Observer here. I am here at the Howard County Community Health Network. They think they're a private entity. That they think this is private property. They said, oh, they don't want to kick me out or anything, but they want my identification and my date of birth to go see my wife, who could have possibly been having a stroke. And I've been in there 3 different times, come outside to get some air and go back in. And then all of a sudden they want my ID. My ID to go into the hospital. Fine, whatever. So I don't go back in there, but they think they can kick me off of the property out here. Oh, but they don't want to do it. Yeah. Yes, they think they're, I told them, welcome to Nazi America. Just knock the U.S. right off the front of it and throw a Nazi in front of there. Nazi America. And then he tried telling me I couldn't record people in there, like they had some right to privacy or something. No. Our right to privacy is our personal information, not our face. They literally thought that. So here you can see the entire corporation's fiscal year of 2019. Here you can see that they are using Form 990, not 990 PF. Here's a few other things I decided to add in. Look at how much this Brian Mills is making as the CEO. Wow. Here again, they did not file for a private foundation, meaning they must be a public entity. CEO making $1.87 million in 1 year. Keep in mind, this is a non-profit organization. Imagine, must be nice. Well, that's all the time I have for right now. I apologize that my audits aren't better. It's really all I can do. I don't go looking for these things. They present themselves. And I can't risk messing up things for this little lady right here. I hope you guys look into that. This isn't a private building. This belongs to the public. You got it?
Do you want me to help you guys get in the car?
No, I'm good. Thank you very much.
You guys take care.
Make sure you look into that.